Good morning. It's a little bit after 7 this morning. I am half a mile from crossing into Maine, my last state on the Appalachian Trail. Today is Mahoosuc Notch. It's technical. You have to take your pack off and crawl through things. I have about 7 miles till I get to Mahoosuc Notch. Right now I'm thinking how glad I am that I didn't do this last night. I made it to Maine. I have 282 more miles till Mount Katahdin. I'm headed up there to where those people are. This is Remington. He just came back to trail yesterday after 18 days off.
Killing it.
Killing it. I just did Goose Eye Peak East and West and came through here. I'm going through a bog now. Actions! We're here out at Mahoosuc Notch in Maine. It's about a mile long and it takes about 2 hours to do. They say to put your trekking poles away and it gets really technical. So we got everyone on board. I'm North Star. We got Stairmaster, Remy Dog, Billy Goat, and Yogi. Wish us luck. Hit that like and subscribe.
It's not really helping my knees.
This is Mahoosuc Notch. We've been doing a lot of climbing up and around rocks. Looks like this. We got Yogi on the team, Billy Goat, Remington, Stair. Here's Billy Goat. So we have to take our packs off to crawl through this little space.
Is that gonna fall?
You're good. And then next up is Remington coming through. Good morning. It's a little bit after 6 o'clock. Yesterday I did Mahoosuc Notch with Stairmaster, Yogi, Remington, and Billy Goat. I was really glad that we did it all together. We stayed at the tent site immediately afterwards. This morning my body is so sore. The Notch was like doing a full body workout, lots of climbing up and over things, in between rocks, under rocks. So it was fun and something different, but definitely exhausting. This morning, the first thing I'm going to do is the Mahoosuc Arm, which is a very steep climb. Day after day, the videos don't do these climbs justice. This is straight up some rock slabs. I'm about 2 weeks out from summiting. And every day for the past few days, like, just big emotions come flooding in. Thinking about the end of the hike and how grateful I am to be out here. And I think all the thru-hikers out here right now are relating to these feelings. At least in my family, we've talked about like what it's gonna look like when we go back home and how our lives will be different. So Just feeling big emotions today.
Thank you. I'm Stairmaster, and I got peanut butter half baked.
I'm Billy Goat, and I got Ben & Jerry's topped PB over the top.
Yogi, and I got some brownie batter, of course, Ben & Jerry's, and I will eat this all in one sitting.
I'm North Star, and I got the Tonight Dough non-dairy version. Never had it. Good morning. It's a little after 6 o'clock. I woke up in Bethel, Maine. It's about 8 o'clock. Just got dropped off at Route 26 by Homespun. She picked us up at 7:30 this morning at Bethel Inn and brought Dunkin' Donuts for all of us. So thank you so much, Homespun, for the ride and for the donuts. We appreciate it.
Did we pass the shelter? I didn't see it.
I just came off this summit. There's BG coming down. And I'm getting ready to go up to this peak. I'll be up there in a little bit. Maine is hard. Wow, I think this is maybe day 3 in Maine. I'm not sure, maybe 4. But it has been very hard coming off of the whites without taking a break. I did Mahoosuc Notch, I did Mahoosuc Arm, and then just crazy elevation. Of course, pushing bigger days. So if I didn't have a timeline, I could cut it into shorter days and it wouldn't feel as hard, I'm sure. So right now I'm looking at, I think I have 2 weeks left from today to finish Maine in time to summit. I'm gonna have to average 19-mile days. That sounds like a lot, but my tramlines reassure me that there's flat spots coming up where we can make some miles. But yeah, Maine is tough, at least this first part. I'm wore out, I'm hot. My body is very fatigued. It's midnight and it just started pouring and my clothes were on top of my tent drying from sweat. So now they're gonna be soaked from rain in the morning. Good morning, it's close to 7 o'clock. I'm heading out to a view to see Moody Mountain. It's a mountain that I'm gonna be climbing today. There she is. Up and over later. Last night I went to bed with my sweaty clothes on top of my tent to air dry through the night. And late at night, about midnight, I heard some pitter patter. Immediately unzipped my tent and then it just started hammer down pouring and my clothes were on top of my tent. So this morning the struggle was real. I had to put on wet clothes. They were cold and so I put my rain jacket on, but I've been hiking for about an hour now. I'm heating up. So I'm gonna take the jacket off and continue on. Shirt steaming. Yogi just came up the mountain. His body's hot, but the air's cold.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just made my first lunch. What I've got here is mashed potatoes, honey barbecue crisp twist, Fritos, bacon bits, and some cheddar cheese.
Will you rate it out of 10?
I think this is gonna be like a 12.
I want to be in that. One of my friends was young. Storm coming through to us residentials. So, glad we're not there.
It is toward the end of my day. I'm hoping to get to camp by about 7:30. I will be about 15 miles from the town of Rangeley, Maine, and I'll go in there tomorrow to resupply. It is close to 7:30. I got to my tent site about 7 o'clock and started setting up my tent. It's been raining ever since that last video clip that I filmed. The inside of my tent is soaked. Good morning. It's about 5:30. It rained through the night. Everything in my tent is wet. It's about 6:30. It rained when I put up my tent last night. It rained through the night. Everything was wet. Everything is wet this morning. And normally I'd be very nervous and worried if I had to camp tonight because my sleeping bag got wet, my tent's wet, my phone's wet, it's saying it won't charge. But in 14 miles, I'm gonna be picked up by one of my subscribers, Mike, in Rangeley, and so I know I'll be able to be dry tonight. I can do laundry, shower, make sure my sleeping bag is dry for tomorrow. So looking forward to that. I'm on Saddleback Mountain in Maine. I walked by that little pond a little bit ago, and then over there is Rangeley Lake. We stayed in town yesterday. Lots of false summits going up Saddleback today. Up there is the summit of Saddleback. My first 4K in Maine! We got a storm a-brewing on this exposed ridge, so I'm gonna hightail it. I'm getting ready to walk this ridge, and I think up there is called the Horn. Made it up to the Horn and trying to outrun this storm. It's dark over there. Oh no. It is about 4:30 and I have 5 miles left to make it a 19-mile day. So I'm stopping to make dinner and then gonna keep going from here. Not looking forward to this.
Tell everyone to smash the like and subscribe.
Smash that like and subscribe. There you go. 2,000 miles on the Appalachian Trail. Feeling like I'm in Pennsylvania again.
What do you need to do? Just look at stuff.
Closing out the day, I did, 14 miles into Stratton, Maine, and did a resupply. And now I'm back out on trail to do 2 more miles. Today I hit the 2,000 mile mark, so now I am a 2,000 miler. Pretty cool. I am feeling the pressure to get done. I need to do 9 20-mile days now. Whew. Sounds exhausting just to think about. Good morning. It's around 6:30. I'm about 8 or 9 days out from summiting. I slept at a campsite about 2 miles out of the Stratton trailhead.
You want a picture here?
Yeah. This is Sugarloaf. It's a ski mountain that I climbed yesterday. I didn't go all the way to the summit. I just had a snack break right there. That was where I was above the lake looking down. Next up is to climb the Bigelows. This is the West Peak, and then past that is Avery Peak. Right now I'm on the South Horn.
Oh, sorry.
This is unreal. This is the West Peak of the Bigelows in Maine. This is Bigelow West Peak and Bigelow Avery Peak, where I was today. Good morning. It's around 8:30. today I need to do 17 miles by 2 o'clock to make it to the Kennebec River Ferry. It's a canoe crossing and the hours are from 9 to 2. And so I got going at 6 o'clock. I think I have close to 12 miles left and it's 8:30. I think I'll make it in time. The miles today are pretty flat. It's muddy and there's some roots, but other than that, I got all the elevation out of the way yesterday. It is almost 1:15 and I just made it to the ferry crossing. I started about 6:15, so let's see, 7:15, 8:15, 9:15, 10:15, 11:15, 12:15, 1:15. So in 7 hours I did 17 miles. Good morning, it is 7:30. Normally I'm up at 5 out of 6, but it was raining this morning and I debated, do I stay in my tent all day because it's supposed to rain? Do I keep going? I need to be pushing 20-mile days and so I couldn't shake not doing any miles. So I'm gonna try to walk until about 11 o'clock when the rain's going to start. If you thought Vermont was muddy, Maine is a whole new ball game. This has been the trail this morning. I am closing out the day on the power line here. I only did 6 miles today. It started off rainy. There was a break in the rain. I set up my tent, took a nap, ate lunch, been hanging out, editing videos. I am 1 week from summiting Mount Katahdin. I have a real good plan in place and just hoping to have good weather, that my body stays healthy.